So here it is, the new product from Winwing. This is the Airbus Thrust Quadrant. And this is one of the most exciting products for myself because I've been asking for this for a long time. And here it is. It feels extremely nice. And as you can see, all the detents are here. So there's the climb detent, flex, toga, and of course, we can go to reverse. Now the travel, this is the one of the comments I've been getting about the travel. Travel is actually pretty nice for the manual thrust. It's pretty good. And then there's the detents are actually magnetic, so they click in place. And then you can engage the reversers. There you go, reverse idle, and then the idle right here, and then the unclick, which is kind of cool. Then you have the master switches. You have to lift them in order to operate, and you can turn them on. There's the ignition, the ground spoilers, of course. So in order to operate them, you just need to press it down and then adjust this half, and then there's a detent for the half, of course. Go down to full, and this feels really nice. And you can pull to arm the spoilers, and then you have the parking brake, so you pull and twist, and then the rudder trim feels nice as well. And finally, there's the flap switch. So when you put the flaps on, you cannot go all the way. Actually, you kind of can from 1 to 3 you can, but you can't go from 0 to full. So, and then same thing in stages. So you go to 2. I cannot go to 0, so I have to hit 1 and then go to 0. So the same thing here. When I lift and I go to 1, it actually stops. That is really cool. Then I go to 2, it actually stops. So I cannot go to 4, so it stops at 3, and then I can go to 4. That is really cool. And you have to do it in stages. Beautiful, and you already know the price. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. So that is such an amazing product. Looking forward to reviewing this because this is still a prototype. This is the first time we actually get to see this in person for all the lucky attenders of FlightsimWeekend. So that's another exciting release that we're going to feature very soon. Is the 737 MCP, also known as the MIP Airline panel. That's what Winwing calls it. And of course we've got our standard stack, so course selector, auto throttle arm. So there's an option to have a magnetic switch for auto thrust. We have the flight directors, of course, on both sides. All feels really nice, and the dials are very sturdy and it looks really cool. Of course, the disengage button, command A, command B. Yeah, really excited to feature this product as well. We're looking forward to it. All right, so over here we have the new revolutionary product from Winwing. We don't really know much this far, but it is a 737 Yoke. So we have the stepper motor here, which controls forwards and backwards motion, and then we have the vibration motor here that will, of course, control the ailerons, and of course the tension that we can control the springs and dampers over here. And it does indeed feel extremely nice. And in terms of dimensions, yeah, it is just like the 737 Yoke. So we've got our checklist over here, and to the electric trims, we've got the autopilot disconnect, and then the head switches for all the views. So if you want to change the views, you got that. And of course the transmit. So if we turn on the transmit, and yeah. It looks fantastic. Looking forward to getting more info. Prices TBA. We don't really know much about it, so it's just a guess at this point, but it's going to be an awesome product, I feel like. As I said, Winwing is the star of the show. Looking forward to it. Over here we have one of the most exciting announcements from Winwing. This is the most ultimate force feedback. And so you're going to watch me wrestle with it, by the way. This is a 16 Newton meters of force. Very strong. And I'm going to wrestle with it in just a second. So right now we have damper at about a half, and this feels really nice. And now let's adjust the spring a bit and see if it, yeah, here we go. All right, I'm going to start wrestling with it. That takes a lot of force right now. Wow, that's awesome. And then there goes the damper, yeah, a lot more. You need to actually work out with this thing. So, That's awesome. Yeah, it takes all of the parameters from the sim and then it adjusts. Of course, these are for the demos, these levers, but yeah, it will take all of the settings based on your flight dynamics, and it will adjust accordingly. And it feels realistic. And for your flight simulation, this is the ultimate joystick. Awesome.